Okay, you guys, ready to get started? We're going to take some deep breaths through your nose and out your mouth. Breathe in deep, going up. And exhale slowly through your mouth, coming down. One more. Very good. Let's do some big Ys. We're just taking our arms and making a Y shape. Nice, slow, continuous motion. Breathing through our nose and out our mouth. Big Ys. Let's do two more. That's one and two. Now let's flap our wings. Bring our hands together and then give our shoulder blades a little squeeze in the back. Opening wide. So just flapping our wings. Nice, slow, continuous motion. One more, wide open and together. And then let's put our arms parallel to the floor and do nice, slow, little circles. Just rotating our shoulder joints a little bit. I'm going forward, but you can go any direction you want. Just nice, slow, continuous motion. Breathing through your nose and out your mouth. Very good. Let's go in reverse. Nice, slow, continuous motion. Through your nose and out your mouth. Just tiny little circles. A couple more. Let's bring our arms down against our sides, and we're just moving our upper arm in and out while the rest of our arms against our body. Just nice, slow, continuous motion. Okay, let's put our arms up again, and we're just stretching. Our palms are facing the ceiling, and we're giving our arms just a maximum stretch as far as we can reach them. Everything's all opened up. Just holding this position. Very nice. Now let's bring our arms out in front of us. Our thumbs are facing up, and we're rotating our wrists, our hands at the wrists. Try to keep our arms stationary, and the thumbs are going in the same direction. Just a slow, continuous motion. Rotating at the wrist. Okay, now let's do it opposite. One thumb up and one thumb down. And once again, we're rotating at the wrist. One thumb up, one thumb down. Just back and forth rotation. Just slow, continuous motion. Now let's bring our arms in. We're going to bend our fingers to our knuckle, fold our hand in half, and bring it up to a fist. So we're doing knuckles, fold, fist, 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 knuckles, fold your fist, get those fingers away. And very good. Let's shake that loose a little bit. And we're going to move on to our next series. So we're sitting square in our chair. Our backs are straight, our shoulders are level, our head is held high. And just slowly, gently turn our necks as far to the right as we can get it and hold that position. And release. Now turning our necks as far to the left as we can get it. And just hold that position. And release. Coming back to the center, let's tilt our right ear as close to our right shoulder as we can get it. Just a nice stretch on that side of our neck. Holding this position and just breathing normally. And release. And tilting our heads up to the left as we can get it. Stretching out the other side of our neck. And just holding this position. And release. Now we're going to tilt our neck all the way back. Our eyes are looking at the ceiling. Stretching the front of our neck. Trying to touch the ceiling with our nose. And release. Now bring our heads all the way forward. Our chin can almost touch our chest. Stretching out those back muscles, tendons and vertebrae. And release. Coming back to the center, we're just going to do a head bob. We're tilting our neck back and forth. We all have a natural curve to our neck. So this is a natural movement. We just don't do it very often. Just a nice, smooth back and forth movement. And release. Okay, let's do that again. We're sitting up tall in our chair. Our shoulders are square, our heads held high. Gently turn your neck as far to the right as you can get it. Try to go a little further than you had it last time. And just hold this position. And release. And gently turn our neck as far to the left as we can get it. Try to go a little further than last time. Just a nice stretch. And release. Now tilting our head as far to the right. Our right ear is close to our right shoulder as we can get it. Just hold this position. And release. And now tilt our head as far to the left as we can get it. And release. We're going to look all the way up to the ceiling. Stretch out the front of our neck. And release. Now let's bring our head as far to our chest as we can go. For back of our neck, a nice stretch. And release. And let's do our head bob. We're just bobbing our necks back and forth. A slow, continuous motion. Try not to let it be a jerky motion. We're in complete control of our muscles. and release. Okay, shake that loose a little bit. And we're going to move on to our shoulder series. So we're rotating our full rotation of our shoulders. I'm going counterclockwise. And I'm using the full rotation of my arm all the way around. And it's a nice, slow, continuous motion. We're not in a big hurry. Let's do 2 more. This is 1 and 2. And then let's go in reverse. We're going to get the full rotation of our shoulder. Hands come up just as high as they can. And we're getting the whole shoulder joint to do everything it's supposed to do. Nice, slow, continuous motion. 1 more. Very good. Okay, we're going to roll our back. First, we're going to roll it forward. We're going to take a deep breath and squeeze our back shoulder blades together and then hold that position. So everything's going to be opened up. Take a deep breath. And you're opening up all those ribs. Your shoulder blades are being squeezed together. You're holding this position, but breathing normally through your nose and out your mouth. And release. Let's do 1 more big shoulder roll. And back. Everything's all opened up. Give your shoulder blades a squeeze in the back. And release. Let's do 1 more. Big shoulder roll back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And release. Now we're going to roll our shoulders forward. So we'll take a deep breath and stay sitting as straight as you can so you don't smush your lungs, and just roll the top of your spine. So we'll roll forward with a deep breath, open everything up, and just hold this position. And release. Let's do that again. Shoulder roll forward. Breathing through your nose and out your mouth. And release. Let's do 1 more. And release. Okay, very good. We'll move on to our ankle series. So scoot back in your chair a little bit so you're nice and secure. We're going to put our right leg up, hold it level with the floor, and we're just going to do a point and flex of our ankle. So point as far down as you can, get a nice stretch in the front of your ankle, and then pull your leg up and hold it there for just a second to get the maximum stretch on the back of your ankle. It's a nice, slow, continuous motion. Very good. Now let's switch from a side to side. We still have the same ankle up, and we're moving the ankle from side to side. Try to make it a nice, slow, continuous motion. So we're not jerking it. We've got complete control of our foot. And just at the ankle, try not to move your leg. Very good. Let's go into small circles. Same leg, we're still holding it up. And I'm going clockwise with a small circles with my ankle. keeping my legs stationary. Very good. Let's go in reverse. I'm now going counterclockwise with my ankle. My leg is still stationary and my ankle is doing all the rotation. Very good. Okay, we can lower that foot and raise the other leg. The thigh is still on the chair. The leg is out parallel with the floor. And we're doing a point and flex, and point and flex. Try to get a maximum stretch out of your ankle. Both forward and up. Just a slow, continuous motion. Very nice. Now let's switch from side to side, the same ankle, and we're just going side to side. Try to get a maximum stretch on both sides of your ankle. And it's just a nice, slow, continuous motion. Very nice. Now let's go in little circles, same ankle. And I'm going clockwise. And I'm just turning the ankle, trying to keep the legs stationary. Very good. Let's go in reverse. I'm now going counterclockwise with the same ankle. Nice, slow, continuous motion. Get it all stretched out. Very good. Now we can lower that leg and we're going to end that series with toe scrunches. So just scrunch your toes. Bring all 5 of, or I guess it's 10, right? All 10 toes up to a nice little squeeze and then relax. Squeeze and then relax. Very good. Okay, we can shake that loose a little bit. And we're going to do some waist movements. So sitting up in our chair again, nice and straight. Our arms are level with the floor. And we're going to slowly turn our entire body while keeping our bottom square on the chair as far to the right as you can go. And then just hold this position. And you're breathing through your nose and out your mouth. And release. Now turning the whole upper torso to the far left, as far as you can go. Your legs should still be facing forward, your bottom square on the chair, and just holding this position. And release. Now we're going to do a star stretch. So we're going to tilt and lean as far to the right as you can go. You can touch the floor, that's terrific. But just hold this position while your bottom's firmly on the chair and you're stretching out all those side muscles. And release. Now tilt as far to the left as you can go. Stretch out all those side muscles. This is a counterbalance position. So you're throwing yourself off balance on purpose and staying in control of your body so that when you go off balance accidentally, got the muscles to catch yourself. And release. Still holding our arms out, we're going to turn as far to the right as we can go. Try to go a little further than you were last time. And release. Turn as far to the left as you can go. Holding this position. and release. Now we're going to do one more star stretch. So we're leaning as far to the right. And if you want to go down a little further, take a deep breath through your nose and out your mouth. And you can go down just a little bit further. And release. And we're going to tilt as far to the left as we can go. Just holding this position. Take a deep breath through your nose, out your mouth, and try and go down a little bit further. And release. Okay. That always feels so good. Shake it loose a little bit. And then we'll move on to our leg series. So we're starting at our toes, and we're just lifting our toes. Just the toes. Leave our whole foot on the floor and just bringing up the toes. Very good. Now let's lift our whole forefoot, leaving our heel on the floor. And we're just lifting our forefoot. Not our 4 feet, but our 4 foot. Remember, try to pause in the lift so that you can get the maximum stretch behind your heel and up into your calf. We're not in a hurry. You just want to maximize the work. Now let's lift our heel, leaving our toes on the floor. Remember, it's a lift and lower rather than a drop. We want to have complete control. And being secure in our chair, we're going to lift our foreleg. We're just doing the right leg this time. And we're lifting it up as high as we can get it without the thigh leaving the chair. So it's just our foreleg coming up as high as it will go. Do a short pause at the top and lower it back down. Nice. Now let's switch to our left leg. We're going to lift our left leg straight out as high as we can get it. Maximize the stretch at the top. Just slow, continuous motion. One more. Very good. Okay, now we're going to do a marching in place. So sitting tall in our chair, bring our knees up as high as we can go without leaning back. We want our legs to do all the work. So bring them up as high as you can with each step. And remember, if we use our stomach muscles, it kind of helps make the work easier. Very good. We're going to switch to our extending our legs. So sitting toward the edge of our chair, we're going to pick up our right leg. We're going to extend it as far as we can. Got almost a 45-degree angle, and you should feel a nice stretch in your hip. And then we're going to bring it back to the center. We're just doing the right leg this time, all the way out and back to the center and all the way out and back to the center and all the way out and back to the center and all the way out and back to the center. Let's do one more, all the way out and back to the center. Let's switch to our left leg. We're going to extend it as far as we can and then bring it back to the center, out as far as we can, and back to the center. Nice big stretch and back to the center. Big stretch and back to the center. Let's do two more. It's one out to the left and back to the center, and two out to the left and back to the center. Very nice. We're going to do that again. Deep breath, shake it out a little bit, and we're just lifting our toes. Just the toes coming up off the floor, and the rest of the foot stays on the floor. Just our toes are coming up. Very nice. Now let's lift our forefoot just as high as we can get it while leaving our heels still on the floor. So nice big stretch to our forefoot and lowering it back down to the floor. Very good. Now let's switch to a heel. We're lifting the heel and leaving our toes on the floor. Nice and tall, clear up on our tippy toes. Stretch out all those tendons in the front of our foot. Very good. And now we're going to lift our foreleg. This time we're going to alternate each leg. So first we'll do the right leg up as high as we go, back down, left leg up, back down, right leg up, back down, left leg up, back down, one more on the right, and back down, and one more on the left, and back down. And then we're going to march in place. So the right knee comes up as high as it can. Make sure our stomach muscles are helping us. Just marching in place, breathing through our nose and out our mouth. Try and get those knees up just as high as you can without leaning back. One more on the right, one more on the left. Now we're going to alternate and stretch out our right leg as far as we can and bring it back to the center, and then stretch out our left leg as far as we can and back to the center. These are nice, slow, continuous motions. We're not in a big hurry. We want to make sure our muscles do all the work. Out to the left and back to the center, out to the right and back to the center. The left and then the center and the right and the center. See one more on the left and the center and one more on the right and then the center. Okay, good job. Okay, we are going to do our core series. So our hands are straight up over our head and we're gently leaning down to the right and coming back to the center and down to the left and back to the center and to the right and back to the center. These are slow, continuous motions. We're not in a great big hurry. And back to the center, down to the left, and back to the center, and down to the right, and back to the center, and down to the left, and back to the center. And then we are going to work on our windmills. Okay, so our legs are nice and wide, our arms are nice and wide, and we're bending down and touching our right hand to our left foot, and then our left hand to our right foot. These are slow, continuous motions. We're going to get our heart rate up a little bit, but we're not in a big hurry. The slower we go, the more we have to work our muscles. So we're going to do a nice, slow, continuous motion. Right to left, and then left to right. Let's do one more to the right, and back to the center, and one more to the left, and back to the center. Okay, while we're all stretched out, let's put our legs in front of us and our backs as far to the chair as we can, keeping our back straight, our stomach muscles tight. We're gonna pull ourselves up to sitting position and a little bit beyond. So back as far as we can go. And pull ourselves a little past our knees. And back as far as we can go, keeping our back straight. And then a little past our knees. All the way back. And then a little past our knees. All the way back. And a little past our knees. Breathing through our nose and out our mouth. Let's do one more. All the way back. And a little past our knees. And when we come all the way back, let's just bring our knees up to our chest. One at a time. Alternating. And bring our knees up as high as we can get them. In a slow, continuous motion. And if you keep your stomach muscles tight, it somehow makes the work easier. See, one more on the right and one more on the left. Ooh, deep breath, hands overhead, and we'll do it again. We're going to lean as far to the right and back to the center and far to the left and back to the center and then far to the right. And back to the center, and far to the left, and back to the center. One more on the right, and back to the center, and one more on the left, and back to the center. Now let's spread our legs and arms wide. We're going to do some windmills. We're taking our right hand, touching our left foot, and our left hand touching our right foot. Just a slow, continuous motion. That's a left to right, and then right to left, and then left to right, and right to left. Let's do one more left to right, and one more right to left. And then while we're all stretched out, go back in our chair as far as we can, pull ourselves up to sitting position, and then a little beyond. We're going to do our crunches. Nice, slow, continuous motion. Back as far as we can. And then a little past our knees. Keeping our backs nice and straight. And a little past our knees. Back as far as we can. And a little past our knees. Back as far as we can. And let's bring our knees up to our chest. One at a time, slow, continuous motion. We're not in a big hurry, but we want our muscles to do all the work. So it's just a nice, slow, continuous motion. Okay, let's do one more on the right. One more on the left. Okay. Ooh, that's fun, huh? Okay, now we've got our whole pelvic area, our stomach area all warmed up. So we're thinking about all those internal muscles that keep everything moving. We're thinking about all these external muscles that keep everything in place. So we're going to lift up those muscles and then squeeze them as tight as we can so our belly button comes back to our spinal cord, just as tight as we can get it, breathing normally, and release. Okay, we'll do that again. We're gonna lift up those muscles and then squeeze them in, and just squeeze every single muscle you can feel in that whole area. Just squeeze, squeeze. And release. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. We're going to lift, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And just hold this position. And release. Okay, that's good. Next time, we're gonna lift, 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 and then we're gonna come to a standing position. So we're gonna lift, 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 lift. Nice and easy. Using your chair for balance, we're gonna do our Ortega balance stand. So we're standing nice and tall. Our feet are directly under our shoulders. Our backs are straight, our shoulders square, our heads held high. And we're just relaxed in this position. And while we're here, think about our body weight being evenly distributed across our entire feet area. So we're just keeping our knees soft. So we don't hurt our knees. Just relax in this position. Very nice. Okay, let's bring our feet as close together as you can get them. This can often put a person off balance, so that's what the exercise is. If you feel like you have a wobble, use your toes or your chair to gain balance, regain your balance, and then just relax in this position. Keep your knees soft. Nice. Now bring one foot, either foot, halfway in front of the other. So they're still very close together. And one foot is halfway in front of the other. Be mindful of our posture. Our shoulders are still square, our heads held high. Very good. Okay, now let's go all one up on our tightrope. So one foot is directly in front of the other. And you may notice even more of the wobbles, and that's the exercise. So use your toes to regain your balance. And just relax in this position. Very nice. Now let's bring the opposite foot halfway in front of the other. They're still very close together. Be mindful of your posture. Knees are still soft. And just relax in this position. Nice. Now let's go up on our tightrope. One foot is directly in front of the other. Our body weight is evenly distributed over both feet. Our backs are still straight, our heads still held high. And the wobble is the exercise. So catch yourself with your toes. Use your hands to balance. Use a chair if you need it. And release. Very good. Okay, we can go back to a sitting position. And we are going to do our cool down. So take one arm outstretched, palm facing forward, and the other hand pushing against the back of the first hand until you feel a slight separation in your shoulder joint and your elbow and your wrist joint. Just a nice stretch. And release. Now bring that arm back with the opposite hand and hold it until you get a nice stretch behind your shoulder. It opens up your shoulder blade. Just relax in this position. And release. Now grab those fingers. Your palm is now faced upside down. You're pulling your fingers back toward you. And now your elbow joint, your wrist joint, and all your finger joints are all opened up. And there's some of those good juices getting inside. Those tendons are being stretched. And release. Let's do the opposite hand. I've now got my right hand palm facing forward, my left hand pushing against the back of my right hand until I feel a slight separation in my shoulder and elbow and wrist joint. And just relax in this position. And release. Now bring that arm back as far as you can with the opposite hand till you get a nice stretch in that shoulder area. Open up your shoulder blade. And release. Now grab those fingers. Your palm is now upside down. You're gently pulling your fingers toward yourself. You can feel your elbow and wrist and finger joints all opened up. And release. Very good. And then we're going to do our hamstring stretch. So my right foot is firmly planted on the floor and my left leg is stretched out. And then I'm just going to slide down my left leg with my hands as far as I can go until I get a nice stretch behind my thigh and knee and calf area. And release, come back up. Let's stretch, put our left foot firmly planted on the floor and our right leg nicely stretched out, and then gently slide down your leg as far as you can until you get a nice stretch in that behind your thigh, behind your knee, and into your calf. And release, come back up. Make sure you're firmly planted on your chair. You put both legs out, straight out in front of you, and then gently slide down your legs as far as you can go. And if you can pull yourself a little bit until you get a good stretch behind both thighs, you're just relaxing in this position. And release, come back up. And we're going to stretch our hip joint a little bit. And so you can either do it left ankle over right ankle and push down on your left knee, or put your right foot firmly on the floor. Bring your left ankle up to your right knee. Make sure you're sitting straight in your chair, both cheeks securely planted, and gently push against your left knee until you get a stretch in your left hip. This is stretching out all those tendons and ligaments. And release. Now you can either do the right ankle over left ankle and push on your right knee, or lift your right ankle up to your left knee, sitting straight in your chair, gently push on your right knee toward the floor until you get a stretch in your right hip. It should be a stretch and not a strain. Just hold this position and release. Okay, and then we are going to end. Oh, we're going to drape our leg over the side of the chair. So we're going to let gravity stretch out this hip joint. So I'm turned all the way to the right. My right foot is firmly planted on the floor and my left leg, the shin is parallel to the floor. So I'm draping over the chair and I'm allowing gravity to stretch out this whole hip area. I can feel it in my lower back, across my thigh. This hip opens up. Feels real good. Now let's do the opposite leg. So release, turn to full left side. Left foot is firmly planted on the floor. The right leg is draped over the chair and my shin is parallel to the floor. And I'm allowing gravity to pull my right leg till I get a nice stretch of my hip, my inner thigh, my lower back. Nice little stretch. And release. Now, coming forward in the chair, we're gonna end with a torso twist. So we'll go left ankle over right ankle, left hand on right knee, right hand behind our chair, and just pull yourself around until you get a nice stretch in your mid back. And release. Now, right ankle over left ankle, right hand on left knee, left hand behind your chair, and just pull until you get a nice stretch that both cheeks are still firmly on the chair. And release. Okay, gang, thank you very much. That was fun. My pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did that help?